Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Malizuddin. My number matrix 1210063. I will talk about introduction. This subject aims to enhance student writing in general by introducing them to the fundamental skill used by professional writers within the media and communication industry. Through a workshop format, students will work on their own news story in order to enhance their mastery of written communication. Students will be made familiar with strategy for planning, editing, and revising their work as well as the others. Students will also become familiar with various style and content of media writing and develop an introductory understanding of the various writing skills required to communicate effectively to mass audience. At the competition of this subject, students will gain the following generic skill, like be familiar with planning, editing, and revising their own others, writing in order to enhance and develop writing communication skill, and able to participate constructively in discussion and group activity.
News article. News article is about some news we can get from the other side information like newspaper or in the online news. And the different from news article nations and news article in others country is we can identify which language the creator used in the article. And then the third, content in the article. Some of news article measure more specific to unite the nation to more foster a society of mature, respect other races and religions. Fourth is some of the country like South Korea more encouraging news about entertainment and artists at Koreans because wish the entertainment they can get more money. And then next, newspaper anatomy. The similarities with article nations, news article nation and news article in other country is newspaper anatomy at front and inside page. It is because the anatomy make it easier for the reader to understand the news article content conveyed in every page. For example, the flag, banner headline, dominant image, caption and cut line. Next, from the inside page is drop, cap, sub headline, tag, byline, graphic and jump line.
Next, feature writing. Comparing the connotative context of Malaysia, Myanmar and Thailand. Distinguish two parameters of the connotative context. Firstly, situation condition that provide the basic for the construction of relation and the foundation of intervention. And secondly, non-situational parameters that affect relation and intervention from outside the specific situation. Whether a cognitive context factor is considered a situational condition or a superordinate framework depends on the relation or intervention in question. For example, while supremacy of religious norm and value in situation condition in the analysis of the effect of the ethnic riot in 1968 in Malaysia on the media system is itself a superordinate framework to understand the stratification of the media landscape due to the government policy of Ketuhanan Melayu. The following exclusive complex cognitive context factors that have been inductively inferred from the qualitative interview data. In the conclusion, I give example of the cognitive context impact to explain the how and why of the information of specific relation and intervention in order to eliminate the potential explanatory power of cognitive context for the understanding the constellation affecting public political commercial control in three contexts. Thank you.
Hello guys, so today I would like to talk about New Force Local Radio. As we know, radio is a rapid, up-to-date media that employs short news articles to tell listeners any updates about any issues, whether political, social, sports or business or others. Radio is only one-way communication, which is only could accept the information without giving our feedback. Usually short and impartial reports are used in news articles to inform. According to the GFK Radio Audience Measurement Survey (RAM), there are 96% listenership for Malaysian radio of individual in Peninsular Malaysia, or 21.3 million weekly listeners, 217,000 increase from the previous survey. GfK have been measuring radio and television audience over 4 decades and is a reliable market and consumer data source. The radio audience measurement research include there are 6,639 persons and was carried out over 6 weeks using a mixed methodological approach. Media Prima Audio MPA, one of the country's most significant radio network, continued to shine beginning of the year with a complete slate of new programming, fresh talent, creative advertisement and activation, resulting in remarkable audience statistics. The company is also directed by constant market research and analysis, which help them to understand their listeners and advertisers and know just how to engage, enlighten, and amuse them. As a result, Media Prima Audio has 4 broadcast brands, which is Hot FM, Bulletin FM, Fly FM, and FM. Audio is also a component of the organization digital listening program with the super app supporting all 4 radio stations as well as podcasts and others interesting materials. And for the international radio, I choose Bloomberg Radio. It's the world only global 24-hour business radio station. There are more than 2,700 journalists and analysts in more than 120 countries. Bloomberg Radio resources are unparalleled. It is because the financial markets never sleep. Bloomberg follow them all around the globe. Our signature Bloomberg Daybreak shows cover the morning hours from each part of the world. Anchored from studios in New York, San Francisco, London, and Hong Kong. Throughout the day, Bloomberg Radio delivers in-depth coverage of the financial market coupled with insightful interviews with influential newsmakers, analysts, and company executives. Bloomberg can be heard on its 4 flagship radio stations in New York, Washington, D.C., Boston, and San Francisco. Bloomberg shows and short-form reports are also heard on over 300 top radio stations across the United States, including leading all new radio stations in major cities from coast to coast. We can also be heard nationally on Sirius XM satellite radio channel 119 and internationally streaming live on the internet and our Bloomberg Radio's mobile app. That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum. My name is Mio Arif Najmi bin Mio Abdul Wahab and my number matric is 1213170. So today I would like to talk about news for television and I'm going to divide it into 2, which is local, is our country, Malaysian, and the second is international. First of all is about Malaysia, but before that I'm going to introduce to you what is the meaning of television. As we know, television is an electronic system of transmitting transient image of fixed or moving objects together with sound over a wire through a space by apparatus that convert light and sound into electrical wave and reconvert them into visible light rays and audible sound. Television is also a platform which people could watch movie, watch news and others. Based on the statistic, majority of Malaysian Peninsula like to watch TV3 news, which is 53% is the most highest than any other TV news in the country. TV3 is a television channel that was launched 38 years ago. TV3 has outperformed others in TV, radio, print media categories by gaining the most highest consumers. TV3 constantly produce massive hits and constant news and entertainment. The main program of TV3 is Bulletin Utama, which is consistently maintain the daily best viewership reach. Bulletin Utama also is likely as the first choice of the Malaysian folks. Besides that, TV3 also developed YouTube channel, TV3 Malaysia Official, which viewers could watch TV show that they like, also one of the most highest subscriber YouTube channel. This impressive result suggests that it is at the best preference for television news. Okay, now I will talk about news for television international media, which is one of the most famous international TV news is Channel 1 Russia, which is the first television channel to broadcast in Russia Federation. The headquarters of this TV channel are located at Ostankino Technical Center near the Ostankino Tower in Moscow. Public Russian Television is the old name of the Channel 1 on April 1995 to September 2002. Channel 1 has the most watched viewers, which is more than 250 million views worldwide, which means all around the world watch the channel. Channel 1 has the most watched. Channel 1 installed new digital audio mixing system in their new state-of-the-art broadcast complex on September 2008, located in the Ostankino Television Technical Center in Moscow. On March 2008, Channel 1 opened a new facility and features advanced server technology, with equipment from the world-leading television equipment manufacturers such as Thomson, EVS, and HP. Spearheading the transition of the renovated news facility was Okno TV. On 24 December 2012, Channel 1 began broadcasting a 1080 high-definition signal. Everyone can watch Channel 1 can be streamed on the internet for free on onetv.ru for viewers in Russia and onetv.com for international views.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fahmi Ashrafi bin Hayazi. My matric number is 1210067. Today I would like to talk about news on the social media. Okay, social media is becoming a place where breaking news spread quickly, much more quickly than it is does on television or in newspaper. The news on worldwide and Malaysia social media does, however, have a few minor discrepancies. Okay, nowadays social media is the primary channel used to instantly share the most recent news information or viral, because the authorities cannot directly restrict users on social media. Users in each nation are free to do so without interferences from anyone. However, it differs from a country like North Korea, where the server restriction or law of the nation prevent their citizens from freely broadcasting any topic or the most recent news happening in that nation outside of through television or newspaper. Therefore, even if they are not the one in charge of disseminating the news, the vast majority of people on the planet are free to post any news. Second, both domestically and internationally, fake news is frequently propagated. The rapid and difficult to control spread of fake news is a problem that affects every nation. This is consistent with the growth of social media, which has no unique barrier for any nation, save for those with rigorous level of media control like North Korea, Russia, and nations with autocratic government. Therefore, despite the country advancement, this issue persists. Okay, third, there is a substantial disparity between Malaysia and foreign internet users, with Malaysia users being less serious than foreign users, compared to foreign netizens who are constantly serious in the monitoring a news. The antics of netizens who comment on social media about the news are pretty amusing. This also occurs as a result of the inventive way in which social media users portray the news so that other internet users imitate them while commenting. Consequently, Malaysia's social media users' perspective is more open than that of the global netizen community. Okay, the personality of news and social media consumers are similar across many nations, yet Malaysia has developed into something unique compared to the rest of the globe in various ways. As a result, other nations may be able to model the Malaysian mentality in order to generate information that it is more imaginative and competent. Okay, for the conclusion, I start by saying that there are parallels between Malaysian and foreign media. The evolution of the media system in accordance with recent advancement has not resulted in any appreciable deviation, because the media in every nation develop in step with the global society. It is not surprising that it is comparable and even the same across races in Malaysia. Okay. Since each nation has made the same progress, and it is now easier to find it than it was in the 20th century and previously, no term is left behind today. As a result, effort worldwide to improve communication and the quick and accurate broadcasts of news are driving growth of the media system.